Praise is for the bedroom cross, not the training ring.
Oh, God, we're starting there, are we? Just dropping us right into the deep end with no context? Hello, and welcome to Heartbook Radio, where today we're diving headfirst into the internet's complete and total meltdown over one book. We've waded through the Goodreads trenches, the Instagram essays, the all-caps TikTok comments.
So you don't have to, but also so you'll want to, because we're talking about Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry, and I am not okay. I am, as one reviewer put it, seriously scarred from this book, and I loved every second of it.
Right, so from the publisher of Fourth Wing, it's a romantasy. The premise is, frankly, classic. You've got Odessa, the overlooked, spare princess, living in the shadow of her younger sister, May. A Prince Xavier comes to marry May to fulfill a treaty, but in a shocking twist...
A glorious twist. He points at Odessa and is like, her, I want that one. And suddenly our girl, who has zero training and is, let's be honest, the worst spy ever, has to marry a stranger and travel to a hostile kingdom on a secret mission for her dad.
It's an arranged marriage, enemies to lovers setup. It's a familiar framework. Some might even say predictable. One reviewer I saw called it a charming, albeit less dark take on a Witcher-esque vibe, but also said they managed to predict all the major plot twists well in advance, which, I get.
Predictable? Predictable? Who is this person? Someone who probably complains that water is too wet? Did they not feel the tension, the journey? Another reviewer said, I guessed the big twist. I still screamed when it was revealed, though. That's the point. It's not about knowing the destination. It's about enjoying the gut-wrenching, emotionally devastating, foot-kicking ride. This isn't a math problem. It's an experience.
Okay, calm down. Let's talk about the experience then. Let's talk about our leading lady, Odessa. The reviews are consistent. She starts out as a mess. She can't fight. She has no real skills. One reviewer just straight up said, I started off the book not being the biggest fan of our FMC.
Yes, exactly. And it's perfect. I am so tired of heroines who are born as these master assassins who can kill a man with a toothpick. Odessa is real. She's overlooked. She's ignored. She's trying to figure it all out. One reader said it best. She's sassy, smart, and not cocky, which I find refreshing. We get to watch her grow. She's justified in giving up, but she refuses out of principle and, quote, a healthy dose of spite, TBH. I love her. I would die for her.
And her partner in this emotional journey is the Guardian. Let me guess from the reviews. Broody, mysterious, hot as hell, emotionally constipated warrior with a secret.
And what's your point? He's book boyfriend material with a capital B. He's a legend, a savior, a protector, and the banter? Oh my God, the banter. Odessa is thinking, if I ever learned how to accurately fire a crossbow, this man would be my target. And I was just fanning myself. Their whole dynamic is, I hate you. Yes, you do. Don't forget it.
It's a very, very slow burn, though. The reviews are screaming about this. One person wrote it's SSLOW. Another called it slow burn to the point of pain. We get one tame, spicy scene at like 83% for a 500-plus page book.
And it is earned. The longing, the forbidden glances, the life and death situationships. Anyone complaining about that doesn't get it. They want instant gratification. Go microwave a Hot Pocket. This is a gourmet 5-course meal of emotional tension. As one very intelligent reviewer said, the author knows the difference between pointless sex and romance that is good for the story. It's not just about the spice, it's about the emotional intensity.
Fine, I will concede that the world building is a highlight for many. It's praised as being immense, myth-soaked, but also easy to follow, making it, quote, easily digestible for any level of fantasy reader, especially a beginner, which is good because fantasy can be a brick wall sometimes.
And the monsters, don't forget the monsters. The marrow wheels that attack ships, the giant winged crux. One reviewer admitted that they compared the crux to the grasshoppers from A Bug's Life when describing it to their husband. And frankly, I stand by that. It's this perfect mix of epic and slightly unhinged.
Unhinged is a good word for the fan reaction to the ending. Without spoilers, the consensus seems to be complete and utter devastation. I'm seeing comments like, I am so unwell. The end shook me to my core, seriously scarred, and my personal favorite, WTF.
I'm still recovering. One person said, I have never been so shaken by the end of a book. The flabbers gassed it. The gob smacked. I felt that in my soul. It's not a cliffhanger. It's emotional terrorism. And I am begging for more. I want to find the person who complained the ending didn't deliver the climactic punch and just ask them if they're okay. Did you read the same book? Were you reading it upside down?
I think my favorite criticism was the one that complained the middle of the book got a bit boring and repetitive.
Boring? That person must find paint drying too fast-paced. That was the build-up. That was the character development. You can't just have explosions and kissing for 500 pages. Well, you can, but this is more elegant. That's where she's learning to fight, where the secrets are unraveling. That reviewer probably skips foreplay. Next.
All right. Let's talk about a major point of praise. The audiobook. It seems universally beloved.
Oh my God. Samantha Brentmore is Odessa. She gives you every ounce of fear, frustration, and strength. You don't just hear the story, you live it. Her male voice is so good, people thought it was a duet narration. And then Jason Clarke comes in for the last chapter as the guardian. And when he says that one line, to find my wife, I just about melted. It was explosive, so hot, so commanding. I would listen to that man read a grocery list.
See, that's where you lose me. But I will say a lot of people who aren't typical romantasy readers really loved this. They felt the world wasn't overly complex. They appreciated that the heroine wasn't an instant badass. One person was just thrilled that in this whole mythical world, there was an apple. That simple fruit made me happy.
It's the little things. It grounds it. It makes it feel real, even with the killer monsters and political intrigue. It's what makes you feel, as one reviewer put it, like you're in Tura while reading this.
Okay, final verdict time. It's clearly a phenomenon. For me, it's a skillfully executed book that hits a lot of familiar beats. The pacing lags a bit in the middle, and if you're a genre veteran, you'll probably see a few things coming. But the character arc for Odessa is solid, and the accessibility is a huge plus. It's a very strong debut into the genre for this author. I'm giving it 8 questionable royal decrees out of 10.
Familiar beats. It's a masterpiece, a life-changing, emotional-altering, soul-altering emotional roller coaster that will leave you gutted and begging for more. It made me laugh. It made me kick my feet. It made me sob into a pillow at 2 a.m. It's everything. I'm giving it 12 secretly badass sparrows carrying treasonous messages out of 12, and an extra one for the emotional damage. Read this book.
Or, read it to see if a book can possibly live up to that level of hysteria.
Come be scarred with us. You won't regret it. This has been Heart Book Radio. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go stare at a wall until book 2 is announced.